Chest. Oh, so frustrating. Oh, okay. Sex move. What you doing over there besides being sexy?
Huh, a treasure chest.
Bah, I don't know how to do that. You're too sexy. No, I'd never lie to you because you're perfect. I don't ever lie to you. Yeah, because it's the truth. It's the truthest, and you know it. You do know it.
A treasure chest.
Because I've told you. You know it's the truth because I told you it's the truth. That's how. That's also what a truther would say too. I ain't calling you a truther. What are you freaking out about now?
I was gonna cry. I'm like, I'm done. The game should be done.
No. It's too damn bad. I'm sorry, it sucks for you, but it's gonna suck for a little longer. I mean, eventually that will occur, just not yet. You can't have the golden egg, I'm sorry. You are ridiculous, my love. Touch into some water, that's fine. Just made it. If I didn't catch that one wall, would have been fine. There we go.
Yeah.
And now we gotta finish building out our map here.
A treasure chest. What the?
That's looking better.
A treasure chest.
We did it!
You can turn the light out, boo. I forgot to turn it out before I sat down. You can do it. It's not that far away. You can do it. I'll show you, Wyndon. You got this. You got this. You can do it.
Yeah.
Come on, you got this. Just a little tiny bit more effort from you. Little bit more effort. Little bit more effort.
Let's take him out.
That was better. Probably better.
Take this.
No, you don't! That was amazing!
I don't think I made you do anything, A.
Me too.
Are we going to go meet the black market dealer? I hope everything goes okay.
I don't know what to do for you, babe. Sounds like a rough night. Sucks to be you.
Whoa! We have to take care of him.
I'm sorry, a fictional character in a show you don't even watch died. It must be rough. I'm sorry. That sounds awful. It sounds rough. When a fictional character in a show you don't watch dies. Yeah. Sounds awful, babe. I don't know what to do for you.
Pity me.
I am so very much. Shady dealer, what, you need something from me? Got a request for you. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
A deal, you say? You ask Maxim as discreetly as you can for intel about the prison's infrastructure. Infrastructure? And for Balduke Prison, no less. I guess that's asking for too much after all, isn't it? Actually, it's not. Cough up 500 gold and I'll get you what you need. Really? That's surprisingly cheap, actually. Had my eye on that prison for a while now, but there's one more condition before we close this deal. There's these flyers someone's been posting all over town lately. I want you to get me their newest one. Hasn't even made its way around yet. What kind of flyers are they? One's full of gossip and hearsay, truths mixed with falsehoods. They're tabloids, simply put. Either way, they're still in demand. Think of it as a necessary expense for gathering intel. Bulletin boards around town are probably your best bet for getting your hands on one. It's settled then.
Yeah.
Second I have them is the second I get to work. I'll be waiting. Thanks, bro. Bro. Sorry, Detective Bro.
Lumières!
Okay, Lumières.
Hey, watch it!
Hey there! Early bird gets the worm. Where you going, huh?
I need one more iron ore. Shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to get some iron ore.
Come back if you get the chance. How troublesome.
Well, if it is my favorite little darlings, working hard, I take it. Hi, Shantae. Oh, and you too, Mr. Raskoff. Oh, it's your first time meeting, isn't it, old my dear? Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Raskoff. He's the owner here at Le Bistro Blanc. Hello there, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Mr. Raskoff here is a business neighbor of Pendleton's. We've often have him cater for us. You're already familiar with him too, Shantae? Oh, I've known him quite a while. He and I are fellow culinary artisans, after all. Get together for a little advice session every now and then, just like this. An advice session? Something the matter, Mr. Raskoff? Well, yes, as it so happens, I was thinking of expanding our menu in the near future, namely by bringing back a local specialty for the previous owner's management. Fortunately, we're having a rather rough time figuring out where to start. A local specialty? Now that you mention it, I think I remember eating the dish when I was little. I assumed ownership were upon introduction by a local eatery after the war 8 years ago. As such, I've never had the dish myself, but the townsfolk consider it quite a delicacy. Sadly, however, all but mere fragments of the recipe have been lost to the ravages of war. The previous owner took any remaining clues with him when he passed a few years back. As such, I'd like to help. I'm afraid I'm at a loss with this. If only we knew what ingredients were used, then we might be able to recreate it. Perhaps it would be more constructive to think of a new menu item entirely. Raskoff could really use our help. What do you think, Gadol? We may as well lend a hand.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you a sweetheart? I couldn't ask for anything more. Are you sure it's not any trouble? Gotta try that dish myself.
Yes.
Oh, now I see. Trying to get yourself a little local flavor, aren't you? Naturally, I'd be willing to compensate your efforts with a good meal. It's the least I can do to return for your assistance. It's a deal then, as for where we can start. Have people around who remember the dish to some extent. If we find them and ask, we might be able to figure out what the ingredients are. Oh, now that's an idea. I can say with some certainty that the dish incorporates both seafood and vegetables. Perhaps you could ask someone with a great deal of knowledge about either. Our best bet's the main square market in the agricultural district. Right, and even though I can only vaguely recall that dish myself, it does mean there's a chance that Carla remembers it too, more than I do at least. Let's start asking around, Adel.
Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Got one!
Oh, and you all. Is something the matter? Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you, Carla. Ask Carla if she knows anything about the bistro's long-lost specialty. I see, so you're planning to recreate that dish then. I hope so, anyway. I'm thinking you might remember it better than I can. I was pretty young at the time myself, so I only have the vaguest recollection. I remember one thing, the broth. It was warm, soothing, like an herbal soup. Herbal soup, huh? It was the most delicious part, rich with all sorts of simmered spices and fish. You were so small back then, but I always make room for asking for extra helpings of soup. Always. Did I really? It sounds familiar. Calling it medicinal does sound a little unappetizing, but even if us kids liked it, one sip of that soup could draw on just about anyone, no matter what their taste. I know. I think I actually have the recipe written down in my room somewhere. Wait, you do? Well, you had the awful cold a long time ago, so I asked the owner how to make it. Ah, the memories. He was such a kind old man, wonderful with kids at that. Oh yeah, I remember that too, definitely. Shouldn't take long to gig up. Do you mind waiting for a bit? Not at all, thanks, Carla. Specialty broth recipe received. Hunter's Descent.
How did it come to this?
About the bath, right? Oh, could it be? A fourth defend our fair city's greatest bastion of rest and repose? Something like that. You must be Gwendale, right? Mentioned something about a perverse individual at the baths. That's exactly right. I've been coming to see these baths ever since the very day they were built, you see. Where else can one sweat off the day's work, chatting up strangers in the glorious buff? Dan! How you doing, sir? Come to hang out at the Dandelion Bar some more? Such a sanctuary as this must be protected for those who would debase it at any cost. Can I count on you youngsters to lend me your aid? Tell us everything you know.
Yes.
Right, must be pretty major if it has you this upset. Who exactly is this perverse individual anyway? By none other than a peeping Tom, of course. Some lecherous degenerate has been leering at the poor defenseless maidens in our bath. Consequently, the number of women willing to visit has started to plummet. That's terrible. People should feel comfortable relaxing here. That's exactly what I'm saying. A situation like this is grave beyond grave. Staff is having trouble addressing the matter. I plan to pitch in myself, but I think that most of these old bones could do is find someone younger instead. Staff? Is this staff sanction? How can we help? Degenerates. Love it. Yes, me too. Ah, yes, I'm glad you asked. I'd like for you to conduct a little investigation of sorts. The right-hand building houses the baths, separated between male and female. Every window was made from frosted glass to prevent such calamities as this. But it doesn't mean there can't be a hole or opening somewhere. Your task is to find that very opening. It's cleaning hours now, so you wouldn't fear inadvertently sneaking any vulgar glances. Okay, got it. All I have to do is look for any spots Peeping Tom might use. Ah, I knew you young'uns would be up to the task. I'll be counting on you. Bathhouse debauchery. I like it.
Come to this.
No Peeping Toms. Wait, this is the men's bath. You don't think it has anything to do with the Peeping Tom? Oh well, not this one at least.
The Monstrums!
Huh? The lattice on this window seems kind of loose. Let me take a closer look. Can I take a closer look? There's a window up to the woman's bath for you. The window's lattice appears to be loose. Removing it reveals a small peephole. Oh no, this is awful. You can see everything through here. Thank goodness they're only cleaning right now, but anyway, we found it. Can't see the spot from the courtyard at all. It's a perfect place to sneak a peek. It doesn't look very used.
Hold on.
Well, when you put it that way, it does look more like it formed out of wear and tear rather than on purpose. If that's the case, then what? Oh, time to swap shifts already. Yeah, I'll take it from here. By the way, you hear the new orders from Warden yet? About the new patrol route? Right, could you run it by me again? Scared me. This spot is right behind a garrison post. It's a blind spot, sure, but it's still close enough to hear the soldiers. No way someone would try to peek in from here, of all places. Anyway, let's get out of here before someone catches us. Try peering down, but it doesn't seem like it'd be very useful for peeping. Pretty much impossible to get a good glimpse of anything from here. Okay. Should be just about every spot we need to check. Did actually end up finding somewhat of a peephole. Let's report it back to window.
Monstrums really do exist.
How did it come to this?
Well, there you are. I take it you've completed your investigation. Yes, well, about that. About the blind spot and people you discovered. Oh. Oh, I see. So that's where it was. Marvelous losing there, youngins. I've done these bats a great service. Something still seems off. Yeah? What might that be? Well, it doesn't really make sense for a peeping Tom to be using that spot. There were no signs that the hole we found had ever been used. Plus, it's so close to the garrison's post, you couldn't even hear them talk to each other. Oh ho, you can now, can you? Let's not get too caught up in the details. A job well done is a job well done. Here, a token of my appreciation. Blinding bangle. Oh, thanks. Just leave the rest to me. I'll bear the burden of informing the staff, making sure they establish it proper. Ah, there he is. And you are? Just passing through, that is all. But I do have some business with this fellow over here. You are him, aren't you? The one who got thrown out for trying to peep into the woman's baths over and over? I figured he was probably the one that was doing it. Wait. What? What's going on here exactly? Oh, come now. Clearly the boy here has things all mixed up. Simply trying to defend this refuge of recreation for the sake of the people. More like you were trying to find the perfect peephole. I've looked into it, and these people are far from the first you've asked to investigate. By the way, I advise against playing dumb. See, I've already reported you. There he is. So you're the dirty old peeper. Well, now, isn't this a bit of a pickle? I'll just be seeing you youngsters some other time then. Hey, get back here. The geezer's really got some legs on him. So, let me get this straight. You've been acting as accomplices to a Peking Kong this whole time? Thanks for saving us. You say so. Not as though I came to help you in particular. I visit myself, bats myself now and again. I don't have any place I can relax, so it's in my interest to drive out trouble. I don't have a clue who you guys are, but you seem to be a little too naive for your own good. I'll just be on my way. Try to be a bit more mindful from now on. He's probably right. Carelessness has almost cost us our reputation as monstrums there. Well, Luke is a big city after all. It's got all sorts of people, both good and bad. It was a good learning experience.
No.
Yeah, thinking of it that way makes me feel a little better. Anyway, we should tell the staff about the people. Agreed. Gracious me, I really wish they'd take it easy on these old bones. I suppose I'll just have to go undercover for a spell again. Ah, you say that like you're already in the clear. I feel like you're weasel your way out, old-timer. You got us our intel? Ah, yes. Managed to catch wind of a blind spot from the garrison's post. You might ask, what exactly do you... Yeah, that boy's another piece set for our master plan. Make sure we're ready for when the boss comes back. He's alive, just what could they be up to?
That actually went pretty well.
Fuckery complete. I like it. What do you think about fishing out by the river mouth? At this time of year, we might be able to catch the fish on their way from Astera. I want to Paul. There we go. Have you some business with me? Sherman will probably know, right? We were just wondering something. Ask whether Felipe, I thought his name was Paul, knows anything about the bistro's specialty from years ago. You mean the Bistro Blanc, right? I know the dish you're asking for. Really? What was it called? Can't exactly recall, but I do remember having it back when I lived in the Noble District. Blew my low expectations of commoner food straight out of the damn water. The juiciest white fish, the firmest clams, the tenderest shrimp, that dish had it all. I always loved fish. Now my days are spent reeking of it. Fate's a cruel one, I tell you. Sorry to hear that. Still, it's whetting my appetite just hearing about it. Just had much seafood in it must have been worth every last bite. It was especially considering how easy fresh fish comes by thanks to this canal. That's not even counting imports. There's a reason Balduke has so many seafood dishes. We're accustomed to eating fish. Hieroglyph Fate's day of fasting doesn't hurt either. Ah, which really brings me back. What I wouldn't give to have another taste. Was it Baldukian? Baldukian? Sure. Specialty through and through. Could we maybe ask you to tell us more about the specific seafood used in that dish? Let me think. If memory serves, particular whitefish they used was... Seafood info acquired.